Welcome to the second episode of That One Show. I'm your host, C to the HASE, Chase. Today's episode, we will make duct tape wallets, and I will show you how to fold those tricky bandanas you're having trouble with. First up, the wallet. The materials we'll need: duct tape, 2 pieces of cardboard cut at equal length. First, you take the duct tape. You rip off a little piece, and you take the 2 cardboard pieces, and you tape them together. But make sure they are able to fold before you finish taping it up, and then you have to go through and redo it. So you take the tape, you put it on both sides, so it's like a flap, just like that. Next, you're just going to want to cover them in duct tape. Just cover it in duct tape. Make sure it's all going the right way, or the same way, too, because if it's not, it looks silly, and then people laugh at you and ask you where you learned how to make that, and then you tell them you learned from me, and then I get bad publicity. I don't want that. So just make it all go the right way. So, you're going to cover the whole thing with duct tape. Whole thing has to be covered with duct tape. It takes quite a bit of time, so don't think you can just finish this up in 30 seconds, because if you try, you're going to mess up, and again, it's not going to look the greatest. If you get extras on the corners, you're just going to want to rip that off. If you can't rip it off, grab a scissors, you pansy. Alright, next, we do the inside covering. The covering is the hardest part, I promise, and the most time-consuming. But in the end, it looks really good when you're done. So it's kind of like a little reward for doing good. I want to be able to not rip it on my own show, and I just called you guys pansy for not ripping it, and then I don't rip it. That makes me look a little bad, wouldn't it? Look a little silly. You're just going to want to take little pieces and touch up those spots where you may have ripped off, you know. A couple little spots here and there, it'll be fine. Okay. Now that you've got your 2 pieces of cardboard all taped up, you're going to want to set that aside, and you're going to want to roll out a piece equal length to your original wallet. Rip it off. Now you set it on a table or desk, whichever you're working at, and then rip off yet another, if you can get it off your finger, yet another piece equal length, and you put them together the same size as your duct tape, the width of your duct tape wallet. So you want to line them up, get it right on, okay, and then you have your flap, is what it's going to be later on. So then you take another piece of duct tape, the same length, and you put this one right over top of your existing duct tape flap, so the sticky side and sticky side meet. Be careful not to mess up, because it's very hard to get the duct tape off of each other once it's both stuck on the sticky side. now that you have that, your flap, you grab a scissors, wherever, and you cut off whatever you need to make it fit exactly with the wallet. So you just cut off, or trim, as some people call it, that tiny little bit off. Try to cut it straight. Okay. You just cut both ends off. Right there. And then the bottom part, I want to cut that off too, if you left a little bit on. Okay, now that you have your flap, you're going to want to take more duct tape, and you're going to want to duct tape the flap to your cardboard. So you take an equal side length, fold it over so it's taped up, and then that extra strip off. Okay, you do that to both sides, and if you have a little bit of sticky side, you want that part to be on the bottom so it'll stick to the cardboard pieces, and that saves you a little bit of duct tape, but not much. Okay, then you take one more piece and you put it right up to it, line it up, rip it off, set your duct tape down, put it there, line that up, rip off your little sides, and there you have it. You have your duct tape wallet. If it's a little stiff, all you have to do is put it under that book, the pile of books that you don't read. And don't lie to me, I know you do. Next, we will be making, or I will be showing you how to fold a bandana into a bandana, only it's only around your head. First, you go corner to corner, kind of shake it out so it's really even. Okay? Then you're going to want to take it from the top, go down your desired length, flip it again, the same length, and again, the same length. And then that extra flap, that's gonna show if you just flip it over. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to fold this under, and then fold it, and then you put it on your head, take it around, and tie it in the back. Thank you for watching.